Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to talk about the things you should do and shouldn't do before you get to the Philippines and once you get here. And I'm also going to explain several ways to save a great deal of money starting before you even make your first plane ticket. And while I'm going to talk about those things, the lovely Daisy May is going to be doing several minutes of exercise, more specifically standing on one foot and doing multiple exercises with her other leg and arms. So, mayon buntag, Daisy May.
Mayon buntag po.
All right, so do you think it would be better to do with or without the hat? The hat's okay for you? It's very windy. Okay, so what I would like to do now is introduce you to Daisy's feet. Look at those feet. She has the feet of a Filipina beauty queen. Take the hat off. Give it to me. Put it here. Okay. She has the feet of a Filipina beauty queen. Notice the evenly spaced toes and the perfectly shaped feet. That's what you need in order to do this exercise, because I find it amazing when she does it in the house. So face me, because the wind is behind you, and then from here, one minute, I'll show you where we are. We're on the Bohol Sea, and it's quite cloudy. We're in rainy season, and here we go. So Daisy, if you would let me just sit down over here so I can keep the camera steady, and I will discuss 10 or 12 things to save money on your trip to the Philippines, on your first trip to the Philippines. So whenever you're ready, I will look at the clock up here. Are you ready? Okay. Anytime. Anytime you're ready, you can start.
No?
I have a clock on the camera.
Okay.
All right, anytime you're ready. Wait, well, let's just wait for an even at 3 minutes. So the first thing that you need to do before you get to the Philippines is plan your trip. And planning your trip is not so easy. This is a long distance. Ready? 1, 2, 3. The first thing you need to do before you plan your trip to the Philippines is check on airfare about 6 months before you come directly to the Philippines. When you check on the airfare is going to change weekly. Do not sign up for anything that says 10% discount free. Nothing could be further from the truth. You're going to get pop-ups on the screen that says if you sign up free for a 10% discount, you're eligible for a 10% discount by just giving your credit card number, and that's it. That's a lie. Don't do it. I did it. It took 18 months, and each month I had to call up the credit card company and fight with them to get the charge off my credit card. Each month they would get the charge off my credit card, and the next month the so-called site that had some word in it called fun, 10% discount, would immediately charge me in the next billing cycle. I spent 50 hours fighting with the credit card company and them, and eventually after 18 or 19 months I got the charge taken off my credit card. Never sign up for anything that says 10% discount and give your credit card towards that discount. Now, the second thing, you're going to see prices vary from week to week. Now, I personally book my flights 6 months in advance. I think I get a better price. However, if you're going in an off-season period, you will be able to get lower prices, like say during the month of August, because not a lot of people are flying to the Philippines in August. So if you're going to go to the Philippines in August, you should start to look for airline tickets at about 50 days before your pre-planned flight schedule. And at about the 43rd day, or somewhere in that area, the prices seem to drop 45 or 43 days before your scheduled flight. I don't know why, I just found that to be true. Now, once you get your plane fare, you should buy sunblock. Although the sun is not out today, you're going to pay 2 or 3 times the cost of sunblock in the Philippines that you would pay in America. Plus, it's going to be difficult to buy a large sunblock here. What they like to do in the tourist areas is sell 1 or 2 ounce creams or sunblocks, so that you have to buy multiple sunblocks. That's something that you want to do before you get to the Philippines. Another thing you want to do before you get to the Philippines is go to the doctor and get sleeping pills. Because once you get on the flight from eastern United States, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, that's a 27-hour flight. Although my flight was 37 hours because I left in January and there was 2 hours of snow delay in Toronto and then 2 hours on the tarmac and then an additional, we went back to the gate and we spent an additional 4 hours waiting for the plane, for them to de-ice the plane. So if you're leaving in January, there are other complications besides flights. So you can prepare yourself for a 27 to 37 or 40-hour flight if you're leaving in the winter. If there's no problems with snow delays, you might be able to get away with 27 hours, but it's going to be every bit of that. Once you get to the Philippines and you meet the immigration officer, smile, say hello, be friendly, and when they ask you what you're here for, tell them why you're in the Philippines. You came to enjoy the beaches, you came to do some scuba diving, you came to visit family, whatever. Do not hesitate to talk to the immigration officers, and typically when they see an open-minded and easily talkable person, they just let you go through the gate. With myself, I just tell them I live there, and they see my tags and my passport and they say, "Have a nice day, Michael." Now, once you get out of the airport, check on the different types of cabs that are there. Some cabs will tell you they give you a discount, no meter. Some cabs will tell you they give you a discount, no meter. Don't take a cab that's not metered. Only take a metered cab. Do not make the mistake of getting in a cab because somebody tells you they're going to give you a discount, no meter. Usually, those people are charging 2 or 3 times and sometimes 5 times the normal metered rate. If they tell you they won't put the meter down, then you just go get a police officer and he'll come over and discuss it with the cab driver. That's the first scam that you're going to run into in the Philippines, and it's going to be prevalent, especially if you don't know any of the language. They will know that you don't know any of the prices because you're not from the area. Another thing, and it's a big one, is hotel costs. Do not book online for more than 2 days at any hotel. Once you get to the hotel, you're going to want to sleep. You're going to want to sleep probably for 10 or 15 hours. If you didn't buy those sleeping pills at the pharmacy in America, you're going to wish that you did, and now you're going to have supreme jet lag. At least if you take the sleeping pills and you sleep during your normal sleep cycle, the jet lag will be less prevalent. Now, you're at a hotel and you have it booked for 2 days from America, so you know you have a place to sleep, because typically online, I'll give you one for instance, there's a hotel in my area that books for 1,000 pesos a night in person, and online they have it for 9,000 pesos a night. 178 US dollars. And in Philippines money, that comes out to about $198. I mean, 198 US dollars comes out to 5,000 is 100. Like 5,000 is $100, almost 9,000 pesos. You don't want to book online. You don't want to book online for more than 2 days. Once you get to your hotel, spend the next day looking for a less expensive hotel. Typically, you can ask a cab driver where there is a less expensive hotel, and he will have a cousin that owns a hotel, or be able to bring you to a less expensive hotel, and this is what you can expect. The cab driver will bring you to the less expensive hotel. Ask to see several. Do not take the first one that he suggests, because usually he's entitled to a 10% kickback once you get to the hotel. So he's going to bring you to somebody that he knows where he gets the 10% kickback, and he gets it right then and there. You sign in, you pay them cash money, and he gets 10%. It's right over the table. There's nothing secret about this 10% kickback from cab drivers from the hotels. That's why you want to search for several different hotels before you choose one. Go into the room, which they will show you the room. Make sure the air conditioner works. A lot of times the air conditioner might run, but it's only the fan, or it simply doesn't blow cool air. Once you've found the room, you need to find a room with a safe in it. Typically the doors are not secure, unless of course you're in a high-end hotel. Now, there are different prices ranging from 1,000 pesos, which is $20, to 7,000 pesos, which is $140. I'm only going to talk about Bohol. And once you get to any of the hotel destinations for your 2 days, there is no more than a 15-minute trip that will cover an area that will show you 25 different hotels. So in other words, if you go to Alona Beach and book just off the beach, you're going to get a room online for about 3,000 pesos a night. Once you get there, you're going to be able to walk around, and you're going to be able to talk to some of the private owners of the hotels and get a hotel rate for about 1,000 or 1,200 pesos off the beach, and maybe 2,000 to 2,500 pesos on the beach of Alona Beach with a view. I don't like recommending places to people. I only know one place that I would recommend, and he is booked pretty much solid for the winter, so it won't help you. But there are other places immediately off the beach where the prices range as low as 1,200 or 1,400 pesos per night. None of those places includes breakfast. So if you plan on having breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you can figure approximately minimum of $5 for each meal, breakfast and lunch. Now, that's near the beach area. If you're going to look at the ocean, you're going to pay for the view of the ocean. If you go off the beaten track, just a half a block, a few hundred feet, breakfast is going to go down, breakfast, lunch, and dinner is going to go down about 35%. Now, I personally choose to eat at only one place in Alona Beach for lunch or dinner, and that place is the Outback Bar and Grill. It's not the Outback Steakhouse that's Australian, although on the menu it says that they import Australian meat and fish from Australia. And I will tell you, you're never going to get a bad meal in the Outback. Now, I've tried several other restaurants in the Alona Beach area, and I cannot recommend anybody but Outback Steakhouse. There were other places that listed, for instance, a double quarter-pounder cheeseburger with cheese and pickles and lettuce and some garnishings, but they don't use Heinz, they don't give you Heinz ketchup. Now, I am a stickler for ketchup. I like Heinz. I grew up on Heinz ketchup. I want Heinz ketchup. The Outback gives you Heinz 57 ketchup. It also makes the hamburger the way you choose.